What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers Podcast. I am your host, JT, and my co-host is...
Dad. What's up?
We are doing the Commanders vs. 49ers preview. First, let's start off talking about the Commanders defense, because they have a great defensive line.
Yeah, that is their strength, huh?
And especially, it's getting better because of Chase Young. He's coming back.
From the Ohio State. Man, it's funny, the two parallels with the two teams, with Nick Bosa coming out of Ohio State, number 2 overall pick, and then the next year, Chase Young comes out of Ohio State, number 2 overall pick, and they're both Defensive Player of the Year rookies. It's so many parallels about those two. Now they're gonna go head to head in a way.
Didn't they both tear their ACLs in the second year?
Oh my God, is that true? Oh man, I think so.
Oh my God.
I think so, huh? Or was it his rookie year? Wait, no, you're right.
No,
I think you're right.
You can't win a
Oh, you're
defensive
right.
rookie of the year for your tear your ACL.
That's totally true. Correct. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. That's also a strange parallel between those two. Yeah, they got tons of talent. First round talent, right? They have Montez Sweat on the other end. They got Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle, some other guy. They got a lot of talent up front. So how are the Niners going to run and also pass protect for Brock Purdy? What do you think is going to happen?
I think we will protect them well. Maybe give a couple of sacks, maybe 1 or 2 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
But this can be a big test for Mike McGlinchey.
Oh yeah, man. I've been reading that people are saying that the O-line is really gelling together right now. Good time too, and the Banks and Brendel and Burford or Brentskill, a lot of B's there, are coming together too. So, yeah, exactly. Let's hope McGlinchey can hold up the end. Trent Williams will do his thing like he usually does, and hopefully will negate Chase Young's season debut, because of course he had to choose this game to come back. I don't know if they're going to be on a count where they'll limit how much Chase Young is going to play. Yeah.
But if it would be good if he doesn't play a whole lot, because last time he played us, he got
good,
6
right?
sacks, a sack.
Sack.
Okay, these are 2 separate plays. He forced a fumble, and on a different play, he recovered a fumble and ran back for a touchdown, plus 2 pass deflections.
Wow, that's a beast of a game for him. Yeah, let's hope that's not a repeat this time around. Other than that, how about the Niners D? We're the number 1 defense in the NFL still, and I think first in yards allowed, first in rushing yards allowed, and a few other ones too. How do you think we're going to hold up against who's the running backs?
Brian Robinson
Brian
and Antonio Gibson. They're both injured.
Oh, they're both injured?
Yeah, but on the last day of practice, they both got full participation of practice.
Okay. I think Robinson played pretty well in the last game too.
Yeah, 89 yards.
So, and he got that touchdown that was taken back at the end of the game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we are great at against the run. So if we can knock down the running backs and negate them, it'll of course be up to Taylor Heineke to try and beat us. I'm hoping for some sacks, of course, some pressures on Heineke.
Yeah, hopefully he just doesn't knee down and then tackle him.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do that play again where he kneeled down at the last second and then got a flag thrown his way for that. Yeah, our defense should be, man, all 3 levels of our defense. I mean, the Commanders might have a great D line, but we have all levels of our defense is pretty high. So, if we play up to what we should be able to take care of business on the defensive side. And on the offensive side, the Commanders, they have, of course, Taylor Heineke. Kind of reminds me of Brock Purdy, a late round or undrafted guy. Not great measurables, yet kind of scrappy and get some wins. Um, and of course, Scary Terry.
Yeah. They also recently just drafted Jahan Dotson. I'm not sure how well he's been playing, but yeah, Terry McLaurin is made to the Pro Bowl, and they have the dynamic duo of Brian Robinson, who is a rookie,
Mm-hmm.
and Tony Gibson.
Yeah, he's a great. Um, he plays receiver too, right? He's a great receiver and a running back.
If I were to pick two players that are like the same as Debo in from last year, I'd choose Christian McCaffrey and Antonio Gibson.
Yes, yeah. He plays both receiver and running back pretty well. Um, yep. And how about our offense, the Niners' offense? Huh? Is Brock Purdy going to be able to keep the whole machine running smoothly like he has been?
Yes, he will if he gets protected well.
Yeah, exactly. That D line of the Commanders, like we said, it could put some pressure on, but Brock Purdy has played so well against pressure, especially against the blitz. Very impressive, of course. We've said that many times. Um, CMC should be able to go off, I hope. Um, he's playing well as a running back, but even more importantly as a receiver, and takes a lot of attention from the defense, which opens things up on the other side for our Kittle or our wide receivers.
Yep, and we also have a great receiving game. We have a Uke, and of course Debo's not healthy. Jennings, and we're not going to put a third wide receiver, but so far it's been turning out well. Two wide receivers, we could survive with that.
Yeah, and George Kittle, of course. I mean, he did have a great game against Seattle, which he usually does. I don't know if he's going to go back to a 30, 40-yard game. I hope they can utilize him like they did in Seattle.
And of course, we got the secret weapon, Juszczyk.
The juice. Yeah, like we said, we will be at the game, so we'll be cheering loud and maybe a little hoarse afterwards. But so how's the injury list looking?
Well, Travis Ward has a concussion, and he is questionable. Last week against Seahawks, he was cleared to play, but Carlson did not want to bring him in. He said he didn't feel really right about that.
Yeah, Shanahan didn't feel right about bringing him back in. He maybe Javarius Ward wasn't acting right, speaking right, or something was off about him. In practice this week, I did read that he was wearing the blue non-contact jersey for half or most of the practice. So, if he's not coming in, that's a big hole for us, because we would like our top corner to be covering.
Terry McLaurin.
Exactly. So if we're coming down to Janoris Jenkins and Diamondo Lenore as our
And
starting
Samuel
corners.
Womack.
Yeah, Womack is back. Yeah, he's full participation, right? From what I remember. How about Jordan Mason?
He is also questionable with a hamstring injury.
That's a bummer. I mean, he was looking fine before, but in practice, I guess he got a little injured, maybe a tight hamstring.
He suffered it on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. So if he doesn't play, who's going to be up next? Coleman or the rookie?
The rookie TDP.
You think so, huh? I can't wait to see because he looked pretty good. The little bit that we saw him in preseason, he looked like he had something. Maybe not as great as Jordan Mason back then. I thought Jordan Mason showed more flash than TDP, but TDP's got something too. So, but the big news in the injury, right, report was somebody coming off the injury.
Of course, we announced Chase Young, but on the Niners side, it's Javon Kinlaw.
Oh man, he's back, huh? He's back. Wow, it's been a long time since we've
12 weeks.
12-week uh, rehab. Oh my god. So yeah, we are getting a little thin at the interior defensive line. Right, a lot of injuries. Kevin Givens, Ridgeway, they're all kind of dropping like flies, and we're getting some reinforcements back in Javon Kinlaw. I pray that he plays and plays well and stays healthy most of all, and get through the game without re-injuring his knees or anything like that. Um, it would help a lot, definitely.
And also, we released Curtis Robinson, and we used him on an IR spot. Yeah.
Yeah, we did bring him back off of IR early in the season. Curtis Robinson, a linebacker of ours, and well, who knew that we would have so many? Well, we should so many players on IR this year that we need every one of them. That now we only have one player that we can get back from IR. Since we're limited to 8, we already used 7, counting Kinlaw. So I think that's for Elijah Mitchell. I would say we'll see how things fall. But so I guess to the game, we could do our predictions now.
Yeah. And for my best players, I chose Brandon Ayuk. I just felt it was about time he was gonna break out. And and for my defensive side, I chose Dre Greenlaw because he is mad and he's gonna prove that he should have been at least an alternate, if not a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one. That one's a really good one. Dre Greenlaw has been on fire recently. Um, I would have to say that Juwan Jennings would have a good game. So he's going to maybe have his best game of the season. Don't know if he's going to break 100 yards, but maybe close to that.
Nothing compares to his Saints game where he got only touchdown this season.
Well, let's go for the second one here. Yeah, on the defense, I'm going to go Nick Bosa. Mr. Obvious, yes. And I think he's hungry for a sack.
You said every week.
I know. I want him to be hungry, and he is hungry. So I am shooting for 2 sacks for Nick Bosa, taking down Heineke twice. Let's go at it.
And for my score, I would say, this is a hard one. 27-10.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was going to go 24-10. So the 10 spot for the Commanders is consistent between you and I. So yeah, we're hoping to shut them down.
If we just score 12 points, we automatically win. If our defense could, hold them 11 points or under.
Yeah. With this winning streak, our defense has, on average, allowed about 11 points per game. So, looking at that, if we do score 4 field goals, say, on average, on this, we should win. But let's score many more touchdowns with Brock Purdy. We've been scoring, I would say, a good amount of touchdowns. So things have opened up a lot since Brock Purdy has started for us. So our scores have gone up into the 30s. So it's pretty cool. And of course, our defense have been getting a lot of takeaways too.
We are second in interceptions. So that helps. We are number 1 literally in everything. Points allowed per game. And like the run, like everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to be number 1 in every single defensive stat, but they do cover a lot, and they're some of the tops in other ones too. So, yeah, they are a force to be reckoned with, and and they will show the Commanders what they got when they come to Levi Stadium tomorrow, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we will be there. We are not VIPs.
Too bad.
It's okay. We don't need to be VIP. We don't need to be in Grand Cone who travels to Mexico just for the game. Well, that wraps it up for today's video, and goodbye.